Welcome to another slightly late Plan With Me video. I'm setting up my bullet journal for January. This marks 1 full year of bullet journaling for me. I started last year halfway into January, and things have evolved and changed a lot for me. I'm not starting a new journal for the new year since I'm barely halfway into the Scribbles That Matter notebook, but I do have a few spreads set aside for New Year's reflections. I decided to kick off the year with a theme that is important to me. Out of Service, my first finished comic and webcomic, which I published online for 2 years between 2016 and last year and finally printed in November. The cover page here features Zoe and Yuki, my protagonists. For those of you who haven't read, the comic has them go through a decidedly irregular out-of-service train, trying to find the way out and evading all kinds of strange dangers. I originally published it on Tumblr, but I'm not sure what's going on with Tumblr these days, so I leave a link to the tapas mirror in the description so you can read it if you'd like. The comic was drawn and printed in all shades of grey, so there is very little colour in this theme as well. All the inks here are done with my Neopiko Line-3 black pen set. I got a set of 10, 1 of each thickness, and that's a purchase I'm really happy with. And then I also use a silver Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen. I wanted to try to shade with a grey colored pencil, but it didn't show much, so I just decided to leave things in black and white. I've also used my Unisigno white pens here. The first functional spread is the monthly log and then tasks and goals. I've been using the original bullet journal list format for a few months now, and it's been working well for me, so I'll stick to it for now. I also usually separate the weeks with lines, though. There's a little train at the bottom of the second page of the spread, just a quick doodle. There's nothing unusual about this train, nothing at all. Oh, and as I've been doing for the past couple of months, I'm adding a small social media tracker at the bottom of the page. Next up is the daily positivity page with the title featuring one of the tentacle shadow monsters you can meet in the comic. Well, part of it. In the spread, I write every day something good about the day to work on my positive outlook. I used the Signo white pen to write in the title, and then the Faber-Castell Pitt in silver to complete the letters. Next up are my trackers. We have my habit tracker, which features individual habit trackers for about 6 habits. I used to track more, but decided to whittle down to something more manageable. I take some meds every day, so I have a tracker for each of them, so I make sure not to forget. And then I have a tracker for drawing, eating well, and exercising. The last one is sorely underused, I'm afraid, but I'm trying. The bottom half of the page is a small illustration inspired by a scene from the comic. Zoe and Yuki are walking through the train when they hear a strange noise behind them. What is it this time? The actual comic was drawn digitally with brushes emulating watercolor to provide textures for the shading. It's a bit difficult to reproduce the exact effect here, so I just decided to keep things in black and white again. For the mood tracker, I hesitated. I wasn't really sure what to do. I'm not very fond of doodle mood trackers like the one I did in October because they don't really make it easy to see at a glance the overall picture of the month afterwards. But I guess if the doodles are arranged in a neat and orderly way, it might be okay. So I opted to draw the hand straps that you can hang onto when you're on the train. I'm outlining them, and then for each day I'll color the corresponding strap with the mood color. I'm keeping more or less the same color scheme as the previous months, so I don't really need a key for it. It was a little bit tedious drawing all those straps though. Now just to set up for the first day, and that's it. And now for the final flip through. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to read my comic, the link to it is in the description below. If you did like it, please thumbs up and of course subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!